Hey, what's up, everybody? This is DJ Fanatic at soundsforproducers.com. Welcome to the new channel. Today we're actually going to go over like a beat making video. Welcome to, the whole new process here, and I appreciate those that hit the sub button if you enjoy this video, and also hit the bell as well, so that way you're part of our notifications. And if you like the video, hit it with a thumbs up, and hopefully I'm able to give you guys a pretty good, and gals, pretty good preview here. Today we're just going to jump in and make a beat, basically whatever inspires me right now. I actually do have to make another beat for a project, but this is something I just kind of wanted to show you guys what's in this demo pack. It's like a demo of the Scorpion Sting Volume 1, and as you can see the different folders here, there's different things. And I was going through some loops to see, what inspires me or whatever. And hopefully along the way I can show you some techniques as well. So as you can see, there's a bunch of other products as well for Sounds for Producers. This is actually not all of them. There's plenty more that are being developed and that are done that aren't in here yet, but there's tons of different things you can do with all these sounds. So today I'm strictly going to be using the Scorpion Sting Volume 1, which is based on Drake's overall sound, but it is very versatile for any other type of music. So without further ado, I was going through some loops to see what inspired me first. So I think I chose one, but I'm just going to delete that. And I'm going to be incorporating different sounds on top of these as well. So let's go through some pads here. And all the MIDI's provided as well for each pad. So that way you can kind of make your own sounds. Now I may do that in this video. So anyway, let's check it out. Alright, I'm filling pad loop 4. I think that's the one I chose before. So you're going to right click and send to selected channel. And what I do want to do, notice the BPMs are there as well. So let's just set it to the BPM that we have so it locks right in. And let's see. I can use that audio. Let me decide how I want to use it. Usually with a loop like this, I'll probably just use it as audio. So let me open it back up and drag it in. And this is FL Studio 20. It's an updated version for the Akai Fire, but I actually am not using it right now for demonstration purposes. And also it's really new to me. So let's just drag this and see how it locks right into that 8-bar. Do song mode, and let me see what I want to do to it. So it sounds kind of what I probably would do right now is pitch it up. So let's just pitch it up a couple times. Let's do stretch. Yeah, see what happens with that. Oh, my bad. I'm tripping. Let's do E3 generic and then pitch it. There we go. Pitch it up a little bit, see what it sounds like. See, a lot of times you can kind of hear just different melodies in your head. So let's build on top of that. I don't know what I want to use with that. Let's use an old favorite. And you can kind of figure out the key. I'm hearing like a soft lead with that. So I don't even know what type of beat this would be. Just kind of vibing out. So let's see. I'm using my typing keyboard to actually just kind of find the notes that I hear in the key. So we're gonna go to piano roll so you can see what I'm doing. See, the easy way to find the key of a song is to kind of find out where you think the song would finish, or hold a note that you could sustain throughout the song. That's a real easy way of finding a key. Being that I pitched up the original loop, I can kind of just play around and figure it out. See this key? That note sounds good in there. See, notice how good that sounds? I think it's C sharp. So this may be a C sharp major, maybe. So what you can always do is use helpers. This is like for, you know, people that don't really know theory that well. And I think, I don't know what scale I chose. Scale highlighting. I chose a minor, so I think this is a major. Let's check it out. Notice these lighted squares are in the scale. That note's in there. F sharp's in there. G sharp's in there. And of course C and then C sharp. So there's your scale, and you can use that as a reference. You don't really need it because we use helpers, and you can kind of see the lighted areas. So now we know the new scale of what I pitched up. And of course, there's other plugins I can do, like Serato Sample. I can just drag that original loop into it and then pitch it up that way, and I'll know the scale automatically. But I was just showing you a little trick that you can do when you don't know the scale when you pitch up samples or pitch them down. You can use them either way. So let's create a melody. With melodies, you kind of want to just play whatever's in your head. You know, you don't have to. It depends, because if you're making a certain type of song that you can picture an artist, you might want to review the type of scales that they use, or just you know, the type of sounds they use as well. But this is just like a freestyle video or a freestyle beat, just being inspired and just kind of putting things together. So let's just come up with a melody. Pianists and keyboardists call this doodling, and not doodling, doodling. So let's actually put the pattern in the playlist window. There we go. And we can delete that if we want to. This might be an 8-bar, so we don't need that. See, if I was using a Kai Fire, I can play this a lot faster, but we're just gonna plug them in. Like that note. So now I'll probably repeat and just change a couple notes. And I do want these to overlap so they bend. bending that much. So a little trick for that, you can go in a plugin and see if there's a option for that. You got fine tuning, cutoff, decay, attack. You got your effects here. Another way to do it is just go to your wrench tool, go here and turn on Porta Mono. Maybe it's Porta. What I'm doing is checking the slide from one note to the other. There we go. Anyway, because I plan on changing the instrument, so that might not work. So. See, what you want to do is go what you hear in your head, because naturally you've been listening to music all your life, and you kind of have to fill that void. You get that energy, you hear a melody, just go with what you hear in your head and get it out. I can spend forever on a beat, as you can tell already, because I could go through all the different sounds that I would like to hear here, but I'm just gonna keep developing this beat, quick beat. That way you can get an idea of creating with loops and whatnot. Why was that G sharp so loud? I don't know. So let's go through some sounds of this plugin and see what's happening. I like how that sounds. That sounds tight. So we're gonna add a little more delay, and I think we can cut off a little bit of highs there. And in the plugin, I can use some reverb. So let's turn that on. This is Expand 2, made by Air. Plugin. This VST has been around for a long time, so. And with this, I'm actually gonna pitch it up an octave. So Control A and Control up. And it's like right on the grid, so I'm gonna do a little groove and then shift your notes just a little bit off the grid forward. And what I'm actually hearing next is piano. I could use what I like. My go-to for piano sometimes is Nexus. I didn't plug in the little USB thing, so what I'm gonna try and use is Omnisphere. Of course, you can't go wrong with Omnisphere. Uh, I could use a bunch of different native image line plugins, but I'm just going off a whim here and just going by what I hear. So let's just search piano and see what comes up. And let's see, let's do a other pattern. And of course, there's different ways of producing. I'm just jumping in here and doing this way because you can have it all in the same pattern, and then you can go to patterns and split by channel. So you can do it that way too. I know a lot of producers that do it that way. So we only have 2 sounds, but it sounds actually pretty decent. So let's find that piano that I want to add. Does it sound a little like happy and earthy? That is not a piano. But sometimes when you run across a sound, you can actually incorporate it into the song. Like I stumble across a lot of different things on accident. I like the eeriness of that. That's a nice sound. Wow. Ambient space piano. That is nice. And I'm actually going to make that a favorite. So to make it a favorite, let's see if I remember this. Hit that. Yes. And then hit that. Cool. And then close that. And close that. There. So basically you hit the main folder window and it takes you to another window, and then you can, rate whatever sound is right here. So that's an easy way of favoring sounds when you come across the thousands of sounds in Omnisphere. Because I can hear a trap beat right there. So let's go back into piano roll and make like either chords or counter melody. And a quick way to make chords sometimes, especially if you're not using performance mode in Kai Fire or any other type of hardware, when you have your scale set out, it's real easy just to skip notes. See, it's usually good to find your top note and then you can build from there. So if you build like a small melody, check it out. I don't know why it's doing that. Huh. Didn't know I can do that. It's like super pretty tight. So it could be like a R&B beat. See how that pattern sounds by itself. There's so much reverb in there, or delay, it's insane. So let's go to the effects, and forgot, you can turn the gain down, but there's a way to turn the amount of effect. Let's see. That changes the effect. What does that do? Oh, that changes the order of the effect. Pardon me because I haven't used Omnisphere that much. This is okay. That's compression EQ. So you can turn down the gain of it. So let's the proverb, that is a lot. So the mix level, let's turn on the mix level. That's actually not, wait, density, lows, highs, more. Reverb shaping, diffuse, freeze, high frequency. So let's lower the size of the room. Let's just turn it off. So you notice when I turn it off, it's still a bunch of reverb, so it's somewhere else. I'm not sure where all of that reverb is coming from. Could be, what is that? Modulation, filter, envelopes. Anyway, there's a lot of, I think that disengages it or mutes it. Yeah, it does. So I forgot, the new Omnisphere has so many banks of effects, so to turn it off, it might be this one. Jeez. It may sound better, but I found where the effects was. So a lot of times you have to dig deep and find it in these advanced virtual instruments. But it's good that I found that because it was driving me crazy. So let's see what this sounds like. And we'll just repeat that over. See, as you can see, you know, sometimes I like to just take my time with beats and just explore. And sometimes you don't have time, you just go in. And I think we want to start that here. No, we can't. Select all that. That right there. I'm gonna do like a top melody on this pattern. Alright, and we're back. My bad about that. Had to do a quick edit as my dog went crazy over there barking. So let's get back to this melody, and we're just gonna kind of tie this up because I don't want you getting super bored of me doing a video for a half an hour and only did like 3 different sounds. Just kind of wanted to show you some exploration, so check it out. So that may work. So we got 3 different melodies. Usually don't want to do too much. So let's go into this bonus one-shots, and you got a lot of different drums and things you can use in here. And you notice this is actually a Drake type of product, the Scorpion Sting, but I made a whole different type of beat. So you can definitely, you know, use any of these sounds and make any type of song or type of instrumental that you want. It doesn't have to be, you know, what it's designed for or whatever. So that's the beauty of music. You can make anything. Any sound you can make totally different. So let's see what drums or whatever I want to put to this. Now you can't see what I did, but I actually lowered the pitch to a different key on my typing keyboard. So I took the original kick and just lowered it, probably 2 octaves. So let's choose another pattern and go to our channel rack and just kind of get a nice little pattern in here, kind of what I was playing earlier. Whoops, let's just record that. Steps, yeah. So notes and automation into channel 3. All right, go. Something like that. Hey. Let's find a snare, see what's going on. This is the Disrespect snare. It's really a trap snare or like a bounce snare. Turn that on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, like that snare a little better. Let's pitch it down a little. My bad. When you highlight, you hold Control, left click, and you can highlight any pattern. And what I did was just hold Shift down after you highlight to move it. See, I'm getting in beat making mode and not actually explaining exactly what I'm doing. So, especially for those that aren't familiar with FL Studio. But as you can hear, the beat is building up, and I'm only using sounds from the Scorpion Sting. I might do a hi-hat and call it a day for this video, and maybe do a continuation. And also, if you want these the FL project file, I can give these available for free as well, just for watching the video. And the site actually is in a beta mode and should be launched any day now. We're just getting some final things done, that way you can gain access to this. And also, just for stopping by, you can get our free demo pack too, which I'm not going to reveal because it's really man, there's some great stuff in there. So anyway, this video came out way longer than I thought, so let me throw a hi-hat in here and just kind of develop the beat just a little bit. And any weird noises I make is like me in my head thinking about what I'm going to do with that particular instrument. And, you know, it's like a producer thing. So, what am I doing? Alright. Cut it. Let's pitch it up a little. What I'm going to do is actually clone that and use the same hi-hat and do fill every 2 step and see what that sounds like. What I'm going to do with the initial hi-hat, the little triplet thing I did, I'm actually going to do like a pitch down using the graph editor right here. So check it out. We're going to go to note and just bring these notes down. Alright, let's bring that one up, see what happens. And from here, you know, I would select all of these and go to the, you know, route them and then start doing like some light mixing and just fill in the blanks where I think something could go. I'm still not happy with it, but I would just keep molding it. This video became so long that I know if you're still watching by now, appreciate you. So if you enjoyed the video, if you like what you saw or heard or whatever, or learned something, please hit that subscribe button. As you can tell, it's a new channel, and also hit the bell button so you're part of all the other videos that are soon to come, and all the tips that we plan to post on this channel. And also give it a thumbs up. So once again, DJ Fanatic at soundsforproducers.com. All right. Have a good evening. Peace.